I think surrender is one of the big transformations we undergo during a spiritual journey. And as a shared soul, I think there may be even more to that as it involves the eternal shared energy of self in another. So it's no surprise that I have, in many ways, off and on, gotten the message to let go. There's letting go of control, of doubt, letting go of specific outcomes, of ideals, timing, letting go of so much. This is surrendering. And the reason why we're guided to do this is because in the surrender, we find unconditional love. Freedom is found in that pure love. And often why we may have interactions with our twin flame when we truly let go, because unconditional love involves freedom. And another reason why we go through what feels like separation in the physical is because we're being led to get back to balance with our spiritual. So, the physical growth in our spiritual journey is set temporarily aside while we work on getting back to a relationship with our divinity. That's why the masculine intern follows in the spiritual growth stage, which occurs first. Then the FI follows in the physical growth stage later. We've gotten used to developing emotional love with people who are just satisfying physical urges, or maybe we're more concerned with appearances or what a person does for us rather than building deeply spiritual relationships with others and especially with ourselves. The reason why we've denied ourselves this is because many of us have forgotten about what true unconditional love for self means. We go through that separation with our other self because we need to bring balance back to our lives as spiritual beings. And for that to happen, the physical gets set aside while we focus on the spiritual for a little while. One reason why our higher self is one and both with twin flames is because we have two physical bodies. Obviously, because the two represent the two physical bodies, but they also represent the egos, the conditioning, and life circumstances. It's only that my higher self has balanced the ego and intuition. My higher self has reprogrammed the conditioning, the healed wounds, and overcome circumstances that, through balance and being open to divine guidance, has aligned with soul. This is why balance might be slightly different from my twin, though both of us being in balance will be at that same frequency, that soul core frequency. But getting there will be different for each of us. This is part of why our higher selves are two but merge as one. Everything represents polarity. And at the very source, which is source energy, where we see that it is physical and spiritual, source energy being spiritual, and through polarity, there's infinite creation flowing. So back to the two merging as one, they are the two physical and spiritual coming together in balance. That's manifestation, consciousness bringing forth matter, spiritual and physical. The more we get back to soul, bringing our physical to balance with our spiritual, the more we manifest. That's part of why we're led to let go and allow divine timing. We deeply trust in the divine plan and the infinite possibilities that come through that, which can be so much more than we imagine. This is part of what we're being shown to release those limits and open ourselves to possibilities that may be even beyond our mind's grasp. I can't remember how many times I've said something on this journey blew my mind, or how it took a while for my mind to understand something. That's because this is greater than just me and my ego. This is me and my spirit, my divinity. When we're able to do this, we aren't tied down anymore with anxiety, grief, doubt, unforgiveness, regret, all of that negative. Instead, we have unconditional love. And in all of this, through that surrender, through that trust, we free ourselves.